All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Richmond, and I'm here today with our group, and we're going to give you guys our presentation on AWS Storage Gateway. So, what exactly is AWS Storage Gateway? Well, think about it as a virtual or physical device that replicates user data into the AWS. So, for example, when you're uploading something into S3, the simple storage service, into a bucket there, the AWS gateway will replicate your user data. There are hardware appliances available for physical storage gateways, and that didn't used to be a thing in the past. And now you can download it as a virtual machine image on a host data center. So a little bit more, think about it as an actual gateway, like when you walk in through a building, or almost as a bridge kind of between the user and then their data stored in the cloud. And it eliminates the need for more physical hardware like servers and backups, and it eliminates the need to have more staff to run and manage all that data. It backs up the info into the AWS Cloud S3, which is the simple storage service to securely transfer data over the secure sockets layer. And lastly, it stores data at rest using the advanced encryption standard 256 bytes to make sure your data is very safe. So now I'm going to pass it on to Alexi, and she's going to tell you a little bit more.
Hi, my name is Alexi, and I'm going to be talking about the 4 types of AWS storage gateways. These include File Gateway, Gateway Virtual Tape Library, and Volume Gateway, which consist of 2 types, stored volumes and cached volumes. The AWS Storage Gateway is a pay-as-you-go pricing, so you're only paying for the storage you're actually using. So, File Gateway is used for flat files that are stored directly on a simple storage service. Flat files consist of Word files, PDFs, pictures, videos, etc. If you look at the diagram, it starts with the application server, which goes through the NFS network file system to reach the storage gateway. This connects to the AWS most commonly through the internet, but can also connect through Direct Connect and Amazon Virtual Private Cloud. The file gateway is stored in S3. If you don't use the files often, you can send them to the infrequently accessed or to Glacier, depending on your policy. The Gateway Virtual Tape Library is used for backup by using a VTL, Virtual Tape Library Interface, that is supported by using applications like NetBackup, Backup Exec, and Veeam. If you look at the photo, on the left are the servers, which then connect to the backup application of your choice, which then connects to the storage gateway using iSCSI. The virtual tapes are now uploaded to S3. You can create lifecycle management policies that allow you to archive the tapes into the virtual tape shelf in Amazon Glacier and receive them at any time. This is a durable and cost-effective way to store your data into the AWS cloud. Now I will pass it off to Onyx to talk about the Volume Gateway.
With Volume Gateway, your data will be stored with virtual disk volumes using internal small computer system interface. There are 2 types of volumes. They are stored and cached volumes. Stored volumes provide low latency access to your entire dataset, while also providing off-site backups. Primary data is stored locally, while asynchronously backing the data to AWS Simple Storage Service, also known as AWS S3. This data is backed up to AWS by using Amazon Elastic Block Store snapshots. Store volumes provide durable and inexpensive off-site backups that you can recover to your local data center. With cache volumes, data is stored in Amazon S3 and only stores frequently accessed data locally. It offers cost savings on primary storage because it minimizes the need to scale your own premise storage infrastructure. Data written to these volumes are stored in S3 and retains recently read data into your on-premise storage gateway's cache and upload buffer.
So for the first one, File Gateway by AWS allows users to manage hybrid file and object workloads on the cloud. It helps users durably store large files and media assets at a low cost, along with backing them up to the cloud for recovery purposes. Second one is about disaster recovery. So if a local site disaster occurs, companies can restore their applications in a different data center or in the cloud by restoring a snapshot. These snapshots are created by Volume Gateway and are stored in Amazon EBS. The third one is backup and restore. So instead of depending on tape and typical physical disk backups, AWS Storage Gateway offers Tape Gateway. This is better than typical tape because it's not prone to hardware failures, off-site storage costs, and maintenance. The last one is scalability. So the final benefit of AWS Storage Gateway is that you only pay for the cloud storage you use. So instead of having to estimate how much storage you're going to need, you're just delivered and billed for what you demand. Plus, you can get additional storage without having to purchase new hardware.